The rain had stopped an hour ago, but the alley still glistened under the dim streetlights. Marcus Sullivan walked slowly through the narrow passage between the old brick buildings, his work boots splashing through shallow puddles. He was tired, bone tired, the kind of tired that came from working 2 jobs and still barely making rent. He was taking a shortcut home from his evening shift at the warehouse when he heard it. A small sound, a rustling, a tiny voice humming something soft and tuneless. Marcus stopped walking. He turned his head toward the green dumpster that sat against the wall, surrounded by cardboard boxes and plastic bags. And that's when he saw her. A little girl, maybe 4 years old, maybe 5. She wore a dirty pink dress that might have been pretty once. Her blonde hair hung in tangled knots around her small face. She was crouched beside the dumpster, her tiny hands picking through a torn garbage bag. Marcus felt his heart squeeze in his chest. He had seen hard things in his 32 years. He had grown up in neighborhoods where struggle was normal. But seeing a child alone in an alley at night, searching through trash for something to eat, that hit different. He moved forward slowly, carefully, not wanting to scare her. "Hey there, sweetheart," he said quietly. The little girl looked up. Her blue eyes were huge in her small face. She didn't run. She didn't cry out. She just watched him with the kind of stillness that broke his heart even more. "Are you hungry?" Marcus asked, kneeling down so he was at her level. She nodded once. Her small hand clutched something. A half-eaten granola bar, still in its wrapper. Marcus reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out the sandwich he had saved from his dinner break. He hadn't eaten it yet. He had been planning to have it later, at home. But that didn't matter now. "Here," he said gently, holding it out. "This is better. It's turkey and cheese, still fresh." The girl's eyes widened. She reached out slowly and took the sandwich with both hands. "Thank you," she whispered. Her voice was small and sweet and polite. Someone had taught her manners. Someone had cared for her once. "What's your name, honey?" Marcus asked. "Emma," she said quietly. "Emma, that's a real pretty name." "I'm Marcus." He looked around the empty alley. "Where are your parents, Emma? Where's your family?" The little girl's face clouded over. "Lost," she said simply. "I got lost." Marcus pulled out his phone. He should call the police. That was the right thing to do. But first, he needed to know more. "When did you get lost, sweetheart?" "Long time," Emma said. She took a small bite of the sandwich, chewing carefully, like she was trying to make it last. Marcus scrolled through his phone, thinking about who to call first. His thumb stopped on the news app. The top story caught his eye. "Missing heiress. Search enters 3rd day." He clicked on it. His breath caught in his throat. There, on his screen, was a photograph. A little girl in a pink dress. Blonde hair, neatly brushed. Blue eyes shining with joy. The caption read, "Emma Catherine Whitmore, age 4, disappeared from her family's estate Tuesday evening. The Whitmore family is offering a substantial reward for information leading to her safe return." Marcus looked from the screen to the child sitting in front of him. The same face, the same eyes, just dirtier, tired, scared. Emma Catherine Whitmore, the missing heiress everyone had been searching for. His first thought was the reward. $25,000. That money could change his life. Pay off his debts. Give him breathing room. Maybe even let him quit one of his jobs. His second thought was simpler. Clearer. This was somebody's baby. Some mother and father somewhere were going through hell tonight, not knowing if their little girl was safe. "Emma," he said gently, "I'm going to take you home. Would that be okay?" She looked at him with those big blue eyes. "Home," she whispered, and for the first time, he saw hope flicker across her small face. "Yeah, sweetheart, home." Marcus made the call. Within 20 minutes, the alley was filled with police cars and flashing lights. Within an hour, a black car pulled up, and a woman jumped out before it even stopped moving. She was crying, running, her arms reaching out. "Emma," she screamed. "Emma." The little girl's face transformed. "Mommy," she cried, and she ran into her mother's arms. Marcus stood back, watching. The father arrived moments later, and the family held each other in the middle of the alley, crying and laughing and holding on tight. Eventually, Mrs. Whitmore turned to Marcus. Her face was streaked with tears, but her eyes were full of light. "Thank you," she said. "Thank you for bringing our baby back." 2 weeks later, Marcus held a check in his hands. More money than he had ever seen. But that's not what he thought about when he went to sleep at night. He thought about a little girl's voice saying, "Home." He thought about the weight of her hand in his when he walked her to the police. He thought about how sometimes, doing the right thing didn't need a reason beyond kindness. And he slept better than he had in years.